Good evening. My name is Mike Moldovan, and I have the distinct honor and pleasure to serve as the principal of Canfield High School. On behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent, Administration, and staff, I would like to welcome you to the graduation of the class of 2020. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge our Superintendent, Mr. John Tullio, our Treasurer, Patricia Prince, our Assistant Principal, Rich Shields. Also, board members Dave Wilkeson, Tracy DeCapua, Jenny Kluchar, Nader Atway, and Matt Campbell. Our featured speaker, Mr. Bill Kay. I would like to recognize our two senior class advisors who have spent an incredible amount of time this year organizing the senior fundraisers and events. Along with the organization of this graduation ceremony, they have done a magnificent job in very trying circumstances. We ask that you please keep in mind and please thank, when you get a chance, our two senior class advisors who once again have done just an outstanding job, Candy Reed and Anthony Holden. I would also like to acknowledge our teachers and staff. An integral part of the success of Canfield High School is a direct result of all of their efforts. The senior class president, Mr. Joe Bruno, will now offer the invocation.
Please bow your heads as we bless our graduating class and everyone who could and could not be here today. Dear God, we pause in prayer to place before you all the past 4 years have taught. Our learning from these years we present to you. We bundle together what we have known and the ways we have grown in tasks partly completed, in challenges met, in losses unexpected and foreseen, in spurts of creative energy, in disappointments, in surprises, in changed relationships. All this past experience we give over to your care and keeping. Together we seek your blessing for what is yet to be. We seek your blessings of imagination and insight for the learning in the years to come, for keen eyes to sense unexpected opportunity, for faithful ears to hear and called to speak truth, for steady obedience to the way of love, in teaching, in healing, in community, in spirit, for curiosity to discern the odds embedded in trials. O Lord, we pray, make of all that will come toward us a pattern of meaningful learning and growth. For all that has been, we offer thanks. For all that will be, we say yes. Amen.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. John Tullio, our superintendent, who will give us a few words and introduce our guest speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Moldovan. Members of the Board of Education, Central Office, administrative staff, parents, special guests, and especially our graduating seniors. As a member of the Canfield Local Schools family, it is a special honor for me to welcome you to the commencement ceremonies for the Canfield High School graduating class of 2020. There are several groups of individuals who cannot go unrecognized today. First, our teachers. They've had a great impact on all of the students here today, starting in elementary school. This team of educators spent many hours preparing and delivering lessons, establishing relationships both inside and outside of the classroom. Our support staff, secretaries, custodians, bus drivers, and educational assistants also play a significant role in educating our students. Many of them have spent many years with these students and have become their extended family. We would be remiss not to include one more group who has had the greatest possible influence on these graduates in their journey to reach this moment. I would like to recognize the parents, guardians, family, and friend who have helped these fine young men and women. The class of 2020 will never forget their senior year. We are all deeply saddened that your year was abruptly cut short and that you had to sacrifice so many things. I know that the sacrifices you made will build your character for years to come. Believe it or not, you have learned many lessons during this sacrifice. You have learned that everything can change quickly without warning. You have learned what's really important in life. You have learned to not take time with family and friends for granted, and that the small everyday moments matter. You have learned how to persevere and keep going through adversity. This pandemic is one of many obstacles you will face in your life. It is my hope that while your year was cut short, you will take the lessons learned and use them as you face adversity in the future. Remember, character is shown by how you respond to life's hardships. May God bless each and every one of you as you begin your journey today. it is my privilege to officially accept the graduating class and through action to signify that these young adults in Canfield High School class of 2020 have fulfilled their requirements of the state of Ohio and the Canfield Local School District. On behalf of Canfield Local School Board, the administration, congratulations on your achievements, and we wish you continued success. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today, Mr. Bill Kay. Mr. Kay joined the Canfield Local Schools in the fall of 1964. In his early years, he served in various positions, including social studies teacher, government teacher, guidance counselor, and the head basketball coach. Mr. Kay was named assistant high school principal in 1971, and in 1972, he became principal of Canfield High School, making him the youngest high school principal in the state of Ohio at that time. He remained in this position for 26 years, seeing Canfield grow and flourish. While in this position, he taught several courses in secondary education at Youngstown State University. Many of his students are now serving as school administrators in Ohio and across the country. When asked why he remained in this position for so long, he replied, "Why leave a job that I absolutely love?" After retiring, Mr. Kay also had the privilege of serving the city of Canfield as its mayor for 8 years. Mr. Kay has received numerous awards for his service in education and to the Canfield and Mahoning County communities. Mr. Kay has been married for 51 years to his wife, Annette. They have 3 children, all graduates of Canfield High School, and 8 grandchildren, one of whom is Miss Chloe Kalina, a member of this year's graduating class. Mr. Kay truly bleeds red and black. He continues to attend numerous Canfield High School events and loves and supports all things Canfield and Canfield schools. I give you Mr. Kay.
Thank you, Mr. Tullio. I am very proud to be this year's commencement speaker. Of course, if you know me at all, you know they didn't have to ask me twice, because if it's about Canfield High School, you can just count me as all in. I would like to thank Mr. Tullio, Mr. Moldovan, and the Canfield Board of Education for giving me this unique honor of addressing the Canfield High School class of 2020. To the class, I congratulate you on your success academically, athletically, in the fine and performing arts, and every other discipline in our school. You have certainly maintained a tradition of excellence. Well, I thought I'd seen everything in my career in education, but I've never seen anything like what happened to the class of 2020. There you were in mid-March, and the word came out, school is closed. They told you to go home, practice social distancing, wear a mask, wash your hands several times a day, and while you're washing them, sing happy birthday at least twice so you'll know you're doing it properly. Just like seniors all throughout our land, you had to make some sacrifices. You had to sacrifice prom, you had to sacrifice spring sports, you had to sacrifice all of your year-end activities. It was natural for emotions like anger and self-pity to fill your mind. I thought of some words I had to read in a book called Night by Elie Wiesel. You may know Mr. Wiesel wrote the book after surviving the Holocaust. I want you to hear his words. Living does not always come easy. You have to endure some form of hardship at some point in your life. But in your greatest of struggles, you will discover a strength that you didn't know you had. How about you? Have you discovered a strength you didn't know you had? We must learn from this experience. Have you developed coping skills that will allow you to succeed when further hurdles cross your path? Have you developed creative ways to use your idle time? Have you used the time at home to get reacquainted with family members? I mean, really get to know them. Perhaps you built a special memory. Have you volunteered to help others? How about that older couple in your neighborhood? Did that older couple need some help? And have you had time to think of what is really important in your life? Hopefully, when this is over, you will consider yourself to be winners and better prepared for whatever happens in the future. At this time, I would like to share with you a story about an earlier class of Canfield High School graduates. This was long ago, but rest assured, they were just like you at graduation time. They were young, vibrant, full of life, and ready to get on with their lives. Of course, I'm talking about a class from the early 1940s. This class had their commencement exercise in the gym at what is now the middle school. It was at 6 o'clock on a Thursday evening. At 6 a.m. the very next morning, the young men in this class boarded a bus on the village green and left for basic training and to do their part in World War II. The young ladies in this class also had their future plans disrupted. They went and got jobs in industry to support the war effort. For the job they did during the war and for the way they came back, history refers to these people as the Great Generation. Why do I mention the Great Generation to you? Because they taught us to make the best of anything thrown in our way. And more importantly, they taught us how to bounce back. You may not be aware, but younger eyes are watching you. They know you're hurting, but you now have the opportunity to take the leadership and show these younger people how they can bounce back. I am confident, because of what you have experienced, that you will never allow fear and uncertainty to conquer your dreams. Let me repeat those 9 words, because they will help you stay armed for future problems like this. Never allow fear and uncertainty to conquer your dreams. You know, this experience will be a talking point for the rest of your life. You will use it in the future with all types of acquaintances. But let's look ahead. Let's say you're married and a member of your family is a senior in high school. They come home with a complaint about a boring class, about a long line in the cafeteria. You can just say, "Sit down, child. Let me tell you what happened to me my senior year." You're going to win that discussion every time. You have lost a lot, but you have not lost each other. You will return here someday for class reunions, and you will find that the friendships, the memories, and the bonds that you have developed are be just as strong as ever. I congratulate you for receiving your Canfield High School diploma, but you must know you are leaving here armed with a great deal of love and respect. Respect from your teachers, your family, and this entire community. You truly are great Canfield Fighting Cardinals. Stay red and black strong. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you very much, Mr. K. You are an institution and a legend in the Canfield community. We will now have 2 members of our Cum Laude Society address the ceremony. First, Sanjana Nalapanini, and then Prab Dalawal.
Hi everyone! I wanted to begin by congratulating my class of 2020. I'm so proud of everything that we've accomplished. I'd also like to thank everyone who made this day possible, because this truly means the world to us. When I wrote this speech, I couldn't help but include one of the many things I learned here as a Canfield student. So here it goes. One day in class, my teacher mentioned that only a fraction of the universe is visible to the human eye, and in doing so, he inspired me to do some research on my own. As it turns out, according to NASA, 68% of the universe is made up of dark energy, and 27% of the universe is made up of dark matter. That leaves about 5% of the universe to comprise Earth and everything we see. When I read this, I was so astounded, for it meant that we don't see 95% of what's actually there in the universe. But it also meant to me that despite the fact that we only see and are given 5% of the entire universe, we allow this small percentage to become our entire world because we make the most of it. In a similar sense, today, in the midst of a pandemic, we are only experiencing a small percentage of what we usually experience in our daily lives. Instead of going to class, we go to our class Zooms. Instead of talking to our teachers and school administrators, we email them. And instead of talking to our friends, we text them or we FaceTime them. In the same way our world makes the most of its 5% of the universe on a daily basis, we, during this time, are making the most of this small percentage of our daily lives that we still get to experience. But in a way, we're getting to experience things that we normally do not have the opportunity to do so. We have been gifted this extra time to spend with our families, and we have been gifted these opportunities for new growth. And we have been gifted a chance to settle down and reminisce about our past as Canfield students so we can hope for our futures. In this time, we are making the most of this small percentage of our daily lives that we still get to experience, along with the new opportunities that we've been gifted. To me, that's the most important lesson of all, to make the most of each and every percentage of life that we've been gifted. We cannot possibly take in 100% of our lives at once, so we take it in moments. And within each and every percentage of our lives that we've been gifted through moments, we owe it to ourselves to devote 100% of everything we have to that moment. Because right now, this is our time, and we have so many moments ahead of us. So class of 2020, in the same way our world makes the most of its 5% of the universe on a daily basis, I encourage you to cherish and make the most of each and every moment that you have been gifted. Because it is your 100% and only your 100% that will allow you to make the most of your time in this universe. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Andy Bernard from The Office truly said it best. You never know you're in the good old days until you've actually left them. And so, to all the families, faculty, administration, and most of all, to the class of 2020, congratulations and thank you all for coming out this evening. In offering this address, I'd like to, in a sense, pay tribute to those good old days. Starting at Hilltop, recess was always my favorite part of the school day, and I'm sure it still would be if we had recess in high school. And while we may not have gotten that playground time, our high school experience did indeed mirror the playgrounds of Hilltop, CH, and any other elementary school. Like climbing monkey bars, the appreciation we held for our time at CHS grew with each year's run, and it peaked our senior year. Today, in balancing appreciation for our past and anticipation for our future, we find ourselves rocking back and forth on a seesaw. In a few months, we will all dive onto slides leading us to unique futures. Members of our class have chosen a myriad of different paths. Holistically, the variety in our future plans reflects on the depth and diversity of our class. This diversity lays the foundation for a multitude of different ways in which we can impact society. While all of us are branching out into different fields, each of our roots will forever be ingrained in Canfield soil. Our class was chosen to endure this pandemic in its full force. We all came into it with differing opinions as to how to react. However, in the end, it was through a collective effort that we are here today. This unprecedented experience foreshadows all the conflicts we will surely encounter throughout life, and it's up to us to apply the perspective we have recently acquired in those future endeavors. And now, I'd like to take a moment to sincerely thank my parents, teachers, friends, advisors, and any others that helped me get to where I am today. I would be nowhere near the person I am today without all of you. I'd also like to encourage each member of the class of 2020 to think of those individuals who guided you through your own respective journeys and to make an effort to preserve those relationships as they are undoubtedly priceless. Over the last 12 years, we've all been connecting the dots to where we are now. In flipping the next page, it's up to us what dots we connect next. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
We will now present our local scholarships. We would like to thank all of the groups who have provided scholarships to help further the education of our graduates.
Good evening. I'm Rich Shields, the assistant principal at Canfield High School. I have the privilege and honor of introducing our scholarship recipients to you. Today we will give away over 40 scholarships totaling over $35,000. In addition, Canfield seniors have been offered millions of dollars in scholarships and will be utilizing $4,706,705 in awards at colleges this fall. Our scholarship recipients are Callia Barwick, Rotary Interact Scholarship, $500. Madison Bowen, Canfield Education Association Scholarship, $500. Joey Bruno, Scholarship in memory of James and Coralie Centofanti, $2,835.76. Josh Comport, Canfield Lions Club, $1,000. Anthony Delicio, Canfield Wrestling Boosters, $500. Gabby Demitovich, Ken Real Leadership Scholarship, $500. Ellie Dawson, Larry Davis Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Rotary Club of Canfield Bill K Scholarship, $2,000. Prab Dhaliwal, J.L. Francis Scholarship, $1,000. Holly Eberly, Canfield Lions Club, $500. Jenna Fitzpatrick, Design Mojo Scholarship, $259. Mara Guerreri, Canfield Athletic Boosters Dick Weiss Scholarship, $1,000. James Hartshorn, Outstanding Business Student Scholarship, $500. Chloe Kalina, Scholarship in memory of James and Coralie Centofanti, $2,835.76. Rotary Club of Canfield Harold Reed Scholarship, $2,000. Nancy Dove Memorial Scholarship, $500. Madeline Kelly, Lyon Thomas E. Zurowicz Memorial Engineering Scholarship, $500. Mr. and Mrs. Michael Rigo Scholarship, $500. Sydney Kincaid, Barbara Huberty Outstanding English Student Scholarship, $500. Canfield PTA Scholarship, $600. Junior Women's League of Canfield Fall Market Scholarship, $1,000. Joanna Klicka, Rotary Club of Canfield Dante Zambrini Memorial Scholarship, $2,000. Jake Kowal, Canfield Morning Basketball Scholarship, $500. Leali Kasuni, Canfield Lions Club, $500. Annika Lazazara Swanson, Nicole Judy Kerr Memorial Scholarship, $2,000. Canfield PTA Scholarship, $600. Junior Women's League of Canfield Fall Market Scholarship, $1,000. Oddfellows Lodge, $500. Patty Eberth Memorial Nursing Scholarship, $500 a year. Alex Love, Susan B. and Michael Susko Jr. Scholarship, $750. Grace Mangapora, Canfield Education Association, $500. Sheridan Myers, Patty Eberth Memorial Nursing Scholarship, $2,000. Oddfellows Lodge of Canfield, $2,000. Jillian Mountcastle, Canfield Student Council, $500. Canfield Education Association, $500. Canfield PTA Scholarship, $600. Canfield NHS Red Cross Scholarship, $500. Joe Nacarado, Nils and Janet Johnson Memorial Scholarship, $2,000. Sanjana Nelapanini, Canfield Lions Club, $500. Aiden Orlovsky, Ken Real Leadership Scholarship, $500. Kushi Patel, Canfield Lions Club, $500. Audra Pesco, National Merit Scholarship, $2,500. Athena Polis, Junior Women's League of Canfield Nancy Dove Memorial Scholarship, $1,000. Joe Scolari, David Ogilvy Outstanding Math Student Scholarship, $500. Nicole Strock, Canfield Lions Club, $500. Ayusha Thapa, Rotary Club of Canfield Service Above Self Scholarship, $2,000. Ashley Thompson, Canfield PTA Scholarship, $600. Reagan Todd, Canfield PTA Scholarship, $600. Congratulations, graduates. You represent your families and this community well.
At this time, platform guests, parents, grandparents, relatives, friends, and faculty, it is with extreme pleasure that I present to you this outstanding graduating class of 2020. The class consists of outstanding scholars, athletes, actors, state champions, musicians, artists, and the list goes on. Our graduates will attend prestigious colleges and universities across the United States. Mr. Wilkeson, Mrs. DeCapua, Mr. Atway, Mrs. Kluchar, and Mr. Campbell. These young people have successfully completed the required course of study and other requirements of the Canfield Board of Education and the Ohio State Board of Education, and at this time they may be awarded their diplomas. We will begin with our Cum Laude Society members. Elisa Nicole Accordino, summa cum laude.
Jenna Lynn Rose Allender, summa cum laude.
Braden George Beck, summa cum laude.
Christine Marie Bennett, summa cum laude.
Anthony Joseph Biondello, summa cum laude, outstanding social studies student.
Marina Elizabeth Campos, summa cum laude.
Angelo Joseph Sestone, summa cum laude, perfect attendance.
Elizabeth Ann Dawson, summa cum laude.
Jenna Lynn Delicio, summa cum laude.
Gabrielle May Dimitovich, summa cum laude.
Prab Noor Dhaliwal, summa cum laude.
Brianna Lee Dunlap, summa cum laude.
Holly Elizabeth Eberly, summa cum laude.
Jacob Warren Fay, summa cum laude. Perfect attendance. Outstanding instrumental music student.
Nicholas Vincent Goodrich, summa cum laude.
Duncan William Harlan, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Ray Hartman, summa cum laude.
Cameron Leah Hollandoner, summa cum laude.
Zoe Elizabeth Cabezzo, summa cum laude.
Sydney Elizabeth Kincaid, summa cum laude. Outstanding English student.
Joanna Grace Klicka, summa cum laude.
Caroline Sophia Lisowski, summa cum laude.
Alex Joseph Love, summa cum laude.
Grace Ann Mangapora, summa cum laude.
Stefania Ann Marciniak, summa cum laude, outstanding art student.
Samuel Joseph Moore, summa cum laude.
Sanjana Nella Panini, summa cum laude.
Sophia Joy Neddy, summa cum laude.
Audra Elizabeth Pesco, summa cum laude, outstanding Spanish and outstanding speech and debate student.
Kate Ann Ross, summa cum laude.
Ethan Jacob Scalzo, summa cum laude.
Joseph Michael Scoleri, summa cum laude. Outstanding math, science, and Italian student.
Robert Lee Smallwood III, summa cum laude.
Ashley Evelyn Thompson, summa cum laude.
Benjamin Ethan Weiss, summa cum laude.
Amelia Margaret A., magna cum laude.
Catherine Onette Dysert, magna cum laude, outstanding choral student.
Mara Butler Guerreri, magna cum laude.
Abigail Marie Havrilla, magna cum laude.
Eleanor Logue Hazy, magna cum laude.
Andrea Marie Klempe, magna cum laude.
Annika Grace Lazazara Swanson, magna cum laude.
Alexis Sinclair Mateel, magna cum laude.
Kushi Patel, magna cum laude, outstanding journalism student.
Cole Joseph Rothbauer, magna cum laude.
Sydney Marie Russell, magna cum laude.
Angel Elizabeth Russo, magna cum laude.
Zachary Patrick Russo, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Anthony Sansotera, magna cum laude.
Allison Elizabeth Stanko, magna cum laude.
Ayusha Thapa, magna cum laude.
Seth John Andrew Velker, magna cum laude.
Riley May Wilkins, magna cum laude.
Aaron Teresa Bell, cum laude.
Chloe Michael Ann Kalina, cum laude.
Leali Kasuni, cum laude.
Zachary Adam Perico, cum laude, perfect attendance.
Athena Marie Polis, cum laude, outstanding German student.
Katrina Lynn Reed, cum laude.
Mackenzie Lynn Rusu, cum laude.
Mackenzie Lynn Acerno.
Audrey Anna Altier.
Alexis Marie Antos.
Megan Nicole Ball.
Noah Curtis Baylaw.
Jaden Joy Barton.
Kalia June Barwick.
Anthony Michael Benavides.
Liliana Deidre Best.
Leah Elizabeth Blakeman.
Garrett Robert Boris.
Tony Samir Bolus, perfect attendance.
Madison Drew Bowen.
Logan Michael Brown, perfect attendance.
Colton Charles Butts.
Alex Nicola Carano.
Eve Cardello.
Kaylee Nicole Cece, outstanding theater student.
Andre Donovan Cernecka,
Anna Shaheen,
Caitlin Grace Chu,
Jyoti Chowdhury,
Gina Marie Cienciola,
Kaylin Christine Cleveley,
Megan Elizabeth Coggins,
Joshua David Comport, perfect attendance, outstanding instrumental music student,
Hunter Douglas Conrad,
Joseph Charles Conroy III,
Andrew Joseph Kranz,
Nicholas Robert Crawford,
Ellie Ann Cruz,
Nicholas Ryan Cunningham,
Anthony Joseph DePolito II,
Anthony Russell Delicio,
Anthony James DeCenzo,
Gina Marie DeCenzo,
Dominic Joseph DeBonis,
Joseph Michael DiGiacomo,
Mason William Donatelli,
Cheyenne Ray Donnarummo,
Anna Catherine Dudash,
Madison Lee Duke,
Mackenzie Jean Durham,
Adam Solomon Gabriel Eddy,
Hannah Rose Edwards,
Robert Joseph Fay Jr.,
Libby May Finson,
Jenna Elaine Fitzpatrick,
Cole Alexander Fizette,
Reagan Kendall Freeman,
Connor Thomas Fuchs,
Alexander Ryan George,
Alexis Rose Gonda,
Michael Joseph Gonda,
John Thomas Gray,
Jonas Michael Gura,
Zoe May Guzman,
Rosellen Maureen Hansen,
Brianna Lynn Harnischfager,
James Joseph Hartshorn, outstanding business student,
Brent Nelson Herman,
Jenna Ruth Halati,
Richard Edward Hofus III,
Haley Marie Holt,
Christopher Logan Homrighausen,
Alec Timothy Honthy,
Cameron Sky Hoover,
Carly Janine Hoover,
Jacob Dylan Hostetter,
David Thomas Harina,
Brandon Michael Hudak,
Seth Michael Hall,
Yusef Jadoon,
Benjamin Joseph Janik,
Alyssa Danielle Keever,
Madeline Christine Kelly,
Isabella Marie Kelty,
Joseph John Klepek,
Cameron Lynn Cahoot,
Peyton Michael Kostelik,
Jake Kenneth Kowal,
Jacob David Couchet,
Megan Renee Leonard,
Cameron Kennedy Long,
Reagan Reese Long,
Olivia Teresa Love,
Cameron Michael Malinky,
Maya Elizabeth Malvasi,
Tisa Manenher,
Angelina Julene Manji,
Andrew Joseph Marinkovic,
Nicholas Jacob Martin,
Mario Vidu Mavar,
Thomas Martin McNally III,
Jacob Matthew Maceros,
Ella Hadley Mitchell,
Jillian Grace Mountcastle,
Taylor Carmen Murphy,
Kristen Marie Myers,
Sheridan Marie Myers,
Joseph Giovanni Necarato,
Blake Keith Nellick,
Siren Naluri, perfect attendance,
David Nicholas Node,
Aiden Marie Orlovsky,
Nicole Margaret Pakalnis,
Abigail Christine Palmer,
Brianna Star Parisi,
Matthew Andrew Peckman,
Cameron Mackenzie Pellegrini,
Logan Taylor Peserovich,
Callie Rose Pittman,
Peyton Dale Piver,
Michael James Joseph Prather,
Grace Victoria Raymond,
Francesca Isabella Ricciardi,
Emily Sophia Riley Gomez,
Nathan Robert Sergey Rittenauer,
Madison Elizabeth Ritter,
David Luca Rivera,
Shania Jonice Rollins,
Benjamin Charles Rosvanis,
Gennaro Thompson Russo,
Emilio Emmanuel Santiago,
Tara Lynn Santoro,
Dominic Sargis,
Angelina Marie Savage,
Ethan Alexander Schenker,
Juliana Michelle Schuld,
Maxwell Henry Scott,
Ava Elizabeth Shapiro,
Jeffrey Ryan Shaughnessy,
Connor Ryan Sigler,
Foster Orion Sip,
Christopher Raymond Smith,
Alexander John Smizinski,
Samuel Kitchell Starr,
Allie Michelle Stein,
Hannah Rose Stein,
Lauren Nicole Stevens,
Nicole Renee Strock,
Nicholas Edward Tarasic,
Bryson Alexander Terashati,
Gavin Dean Terashati,
Allison Sue Tyrak,
Andriana Nicole Tosicki,
Reagan Bryn Todd,
Lucas Paul Tomery,
Justin Franklin Tura,
Michael Cosmo Vallis,
Aaron Robert Volano,
Michael Jacob Wade,
Joseph Andrew Warren,
McCoy Christopher Watkins,
Kaylee Ariana Wenowitz Fischel,
Atticus Jude Wexler,
Casey Marie Whistler,
Idai Yazar,
Camille Elizabeth Yawn,
Dominic Joseph Yazwick,
Hope Ann Zagati,
Aaliyah Marie Zolden,
Tradition has it at Canfield that the last person to receive their diploma will be the class president, Mr. Joseph Anthony Bruno, Jr., summa cum laude. This ceremony will culminate with the turning of the tassels. The last duty of our president, Joey Bruno, is to lead the graduates on the turning of the tassels. Class of 2020, on the count of 3, you may turn your tassels from right to left. 1, 2, 3. We ask you now to enjoy our video selections put together by the senior class.